Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to Karma Ends Now live card pulls with myself, Arlene Grace. Welcome, everyone. I'm just going to wait for a few of you to jump onto the call as you are receiving your notifications. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Arlene Grace, and I am a master numerologist. I am a channel, a spiritual coach, and an alchemist. And so I see that there is a comment already from Sweet Fairyish, who is asking a question. And what I would like to do is I'd like to begin with general card pulls. And the general card pulls are based on the karmic themes that are rising up for each ruling number. And so we're going to go through each ruling number. And if you don't know your ruling number, then I'm going to invite you to check out the link that's in the post that gets you a free mini reading with your ruling number and a short synopsis of your ruling number. So I'm just looking. Awesome. Okay. So we are going to begin with ruling one. Now, what is the karmic theme that is rising up in service to the ruling number ones? And after we pull for the ruling numbers, I will pull some cards for some of your personal questions. All right. So as you're joining in on the call, I'm going to invite you to say hello. Yeah. So karmic themes that are rising up for ruling one. So when I feel for the ruling ones, we've got the 10 of clubs. And so where you are as a karmic theme, as the 10 of clubs, is there's a leaving behind. Hello, everyone. There's a leaving behind of perfection. There's a leaving behind. The 10 of clubs would typically feel a lot of pressure in order to experience what it is that they want to experience in this lifetime. And so they can feel the pressure just because of where their placement is in the in the book of life. And so in this journey for themselves, they have this desire to have what they want, but what gets in their own way is their own thinking. Their thinking and their idea and their ability to trust what is coming through them as a channel from their higher self, from their guides, from their soul, from their essence. And this holding on to perfection, it must be perfect before I can proceed. It must be perfect before, or I must know how it's going to turn out before I would even decide to have this experience. And so this is what you're breaking through. You're breaking through the trust that you have within yourself and what it is that you're calling in, what it is that you want to experience in this lifetime, whether that is in business, in relationship, with money, with your well-being in your body, and letting go of the perfection and letting go of how you think it's going to happen. As I'm feeling this card and the ruling ones, I'm also feeling that there's this pressure. Feels almost like a diamond, this pressure to have everything so. And so you can feel that they're actually breaking through this sense of control, that they actually have no control outside of themselves, that the control is in the choice of what they are going to flow through, the frequency that they're going to flow through their own body. And so we can either see through the lens of lack, or we can see through the lens of value, of trust, of who am I, of whatever higher resonance you're really wanting to experience. And so we can see this with your Pluto. Your action is the Queen of Diamonds, and your action is to dream bigger for what it is that you want to experience, and to have this knowing, this certainty that I trust myself so much that I know what it is that I want to experience. I trust myself so much that I can command the frequency within my own body. The Queen of Diamonds, she doesn't have to fight for what she wants. She doesn't have to play the princess in order to get it. She doesn't have to play the victim. And so she, in her own power, she being empowered in what it is that she wants to experience in this lifetime, simply commands it. And when I say command, I mean command as in I command the frequency to flow through my body. I open myself to receive. I open myself as a vessel to receive this, to flow through this physical body so that I may experience life here, right? And in doing this, in letting go of the perfection, trusting what it is that you want, deepening your trust for you, dreaming bigger for what it is you want to experience, ruling ones, you start to see the feedback. You start to experience the security, the safety, the flow. Four of Diamonds, Wanda Pandachek. You start to experience the flow of that in your physical experience so that you begin to see, oh, I'm holding on to this. Oh, I'm holding on to these thoughts. And so I'm resisting these thoughts rather than letting them flow through. And so there is an opportunity to begin to see once you break through this karma, to begin to see what I feel as opportunities that were already there. You just didn't see them because you were trying too hard to control what was outside of you. And you were looking through the lens of it's got to be perfect. I'm also feeling a lot of I got to be the good girl. I need to be the nice girl. And so noticing that as your pattern. Awesome. All right. Stephanie, I see your question. And so I'm going based on the ruling numbers as a karmic theme that's rising up for each ruling number. And then I'll jump into personal questions. So ruling number 2, what karmic theme is rising up for you to break through this week? Ruling 2. And if you don't know your ruling number, then I'm going to invite you to check out the link. I posted a couple of links where you can get a free mini reading with your ruling number and a short synopsis based on your ruling number. All right. Ruling 2. Ha. All right. Ruling 2 is being invited to leap. And so when I feel into the ruling 2s and the 7 of hearts, there's really a identification. It's almost like this identification crisis. I'm moving through an identification crisis. I'm not sure who I am because I've taken on a lot of ideas and perceptions from other people. So I've taken on conditioning of being the good girl of, as I grow up, I want to be this in order to be successful. So I want to have the big house with the white picket fence. I want to have acreage. I want to have horses. I want to have this. And that would mean that I'm successful. And so what you're actually breaking through is this remembering, this leaping into you are more than what you see outside of you. You are more than who you were told you were supposed to be. And within you, you know who you are and you know what it is that you want to experience. Will you trust that? And so my curiosity for you is, what is it that you love? What is it that you love to experience? What is it that you want to express through you? So you have this frequency that flows through you that is always available. You have your own code. And in this code that flows through you, it is now animating this body to be expressed through caring for horses, through working with other people, through working at McDonald's, through painting, art. And so there's this dream that you have. And what's holding you back from this dream is who you were told you were supposed to be, and an invitation to come back to you. And your action this week is to really look at, it feels as though there are all of these people and experiences that are in your life that are trying to come to you, that are trying to be received by you, but you are holding back from receiving. Now, feeling this tied together, it feels like you're holding yourself from receiving because, i.e., good girls don't take money from people, or I am woman, hear me roar, and as a woman, I should be able to do everything. Or all of these places. Or I'm feeling mother energy of, I really want my kids to do all of these things. And so I'm teaching my kids how to do these things. And as they're doing it, as they're washing the dishes, I'm watching them, but they're not doing it the way that I would do it. And so you take over. And so there's an opportunity to really land into trust, not it for you, but to allow for that to be mirrored back and to receive the blessings that are around you from your physical experiences, so that you can receive the support that you so desire, but you're holding yourself back from. And so there are a lot, it almost feels like, it feels like a blocked drain, where, when you have a blocked drain and there's all this water that's rising up because of that one drain. Well, all you have to do is land into trusting you, deciding what it is that you want, so that you could start to receive the fulfillment from the material world, which could be money. Right. And so as you do this, you start to, your result is the Queen of Spades, which I love. And it's this, you deepen your own understanding of what it is to be whole. And when I say whole, I speak from the emotional, physical, mental, spiritual self. And as you come into a deeper sense of wholeness, receiving from the material world, the support from the material world, you start to gain deeper sense of trust in God, source, universe, to understand more of life is actually happening for me, through me, as me. And as I deepen into that understanding, because I'm starting to see the fulfillment of my physical experiences, i.e. money, I don't know, people coming in your life, clients, that I understand more deeper the orchestration of the universe, that I am here to experience life and to experience the fulfillment of my desires. So that is you, ruling 2. As I'm pulling, let me know how these resonate for you. Hi, Paula. Okay. Awesome. So we're on to ruling 3. All right. Who here is a ruling 3? I'm a ruling 3. Let's see. So what karmic themes are rising up for you this week in service for you to break through? Now, if you haven't checked out the weekly forecast is posted here on YouTube and on Facebook. And so I'm going to invite you to take this reading for yourself as a ruling number, and then to overlay that with the week, to see how the week is supporting you as well in the collective consciousness. All right, look at that, dropping cards everywhere. But I got it. Okay. All right, ruling 3s. So 8 of diamonds. So 8 of diamonds is the willingness to receive the blessing from the world, but to receive the blessing without this idea that I must work hard in order to achieve it. And so as I'm feeling ruling 3s in this community and with myself, there's this, will you pull yourself back and ensure that you are inspired? And when I say inspired, I'm saying in spirit, in the frequency of what it is that you're wanting to put out into the world, whether that's painting, working at McDonald's, working at Walmart, coming on live. Are you willing to be inspired with whatever frequency it is that you're wanting to move out in service to the world, so that the world can then be in service to you by bringing back clients, by bringing back wealth, by bringing back the people that are inspired to be with you, so that you can let go of the threads and the nuances that you are trying to hold on to in control of the physical world, in control of Facebook, of Instagram, of whatever. And so it's, don't pay so much attention to the likes or the views or the other things. Be like, keep yourself turned back to you. Only pay attention to you. You'll receive the feedback on the end, but when you come from service, you'll discover that the frequency is different, that the tonality of what you're moving out into the world is different. And so your action this week is to really be in the frequency. The action is the King of Spades. The King of Spades is the mastery of all of the cards. And so it's the mastery of the entire suit, not just the one card. Now, I know that Wanda has this as her Pluto, I want to believe. So King of Spades is the understanding of the divine orchestration of the universe, but the divine orchestration of you in service to the universe, and the universe being in service to you. And so it's a deeper understanding of, I'm going to come from within. I'm going to work from within. What is it that I want? And so the King of Spades is very conscientious. The King of Spades understands the universe, understands the orchestration of the universe, understands how he attracts and how he lets things fall away within his own body, which is now experienced outside in his world. And so as he is coming into a deeper sense of conscientiousness, so he's always paying attention to, how am I feeling? What frequency am I feeling? Am I being me? Am I expressing me? Am I taking actions on behalf of me in spirit? And so he's highly aware. And so this is the invitation, ruling threes, to be more conscientious, more aware of, how am I feeling in this moment? It really feels like a big breakthrough for you this week, because the result is the 5 of spades, or 5 of diamonds. And the 5 of diamonds is, this allows for you to transcend the physical experience, which means that you're now letting go of attachment of the need that you have for things to be the way that you want them to be. And so in letting go of the need for it to be that way, of letting go of control, you now start to receive the fulfillment of what it is that you want, whether that is money, trips, a partner, more clients, more people on your social media. It's letting go of the need and coming from in to out. Ruling threes. Wowzers. Feel like that was all for me. So, okay. Ruling fours. What karmic themes are rising up in service for you to break through this week? All right. Ruling fours. Fiona's ready to launch herself. I love that. I will pull the cards. Yes, after I do the ruling. Okay, ruling 4. So ruling 4 this week is all inner work for you, because all of the cards are black. And when they're black, it usually denotes that this is an inner job. So you're doing an inner sweep, is how I'm feeling it. Because what you're breaking through is, what I'm hearing is, whether you like it or not, you're being upgraded. Whether you like it or not, your life is about to change. Whether you like it or not, you're going to be shown where you are getting in your own way, because you are being moved to another place. You are being moved to another timeline. And so in this movement of another timeline, you're actually being initiated to expand beyond your own self-belief, self-limitation, ideas of lack, I'm saying personal problems. Why am I saying personal problems? Your own personal problems, because you're taking on everyone else's problems to be your own. They're not yours. Let them go. And so there's this initiation for you to begin to choose your own life experience and let others fall in alignment with you. Now, this feels like there's going to be a lot of loss. And when I say loss, it can be people leaving your life, but it can also be loss of dynamics. It's very possible that this week and the next, it almost feels like a 3-4 week journey. You're going to be hearing a lot of things, a lot of truth. You're going to hear a lot of truth of how other people feel about you, are experiencing you. And there's this energy of burden that's wanting to be shifted through you. You're carrying a lot of others' burdens that don't belong to you, and that is now creating some challenges within your own physical body, and you're starting to see that as a physical experience in your life. So 5 of clubs, which is today's energy. Your action this week is to start making decisions. Everything is changing, and you see the decisions that you want to make, but you're holding on to not making the decisions because you're so afraid. This energy is really creating some fear within your own body. You're actually feeling that the changes are happening around you, because you can see that changes are happening around you. And as they're changing around you, because you're feeling the fear of you're feeling your own patterns, which is creating the fear within you. you're being invited to decide anyway. So choose, choose, choose. What do you want? What does it feel like? Who are you? Of course. Who am I? What do I want? What does it feel like? I choose this. And in the choosing of this, it doesn't mean that you're going to act on that behavior right away. Like I use this as an example all the time, which is I choose I'm gonna break up with my boyfriend. I'm gonna break up with my boyfriend. I don't like you anymore. You're not, you're not valuing me the way that you're valuing me or that I want to be valued, blah, blah, blah. And so I decide that we're gonna break up. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna pick up my phone and I'm gonna text him right then and there. It means that I'm going to decide and I'm going to let God in. I'm going to let the universe in, and I'm going to allow for the 99.9999999% of what I can't see to come and be in service to me. Because I was in service to me. I was in service to me by choosing what it is that I want. And I'm in service to me by choosing even to move beyond my fear. So the result of that is 9 of spades. It can be a physical death in your own family or in your own experience. You can see a physical death that is happening around you, but not to you. And in that, you may also see, like I said, the falling away of people, the falling away of communities, the falling away of, it feels very material for you. So material and people. And so you will start to see things falling away, but the things that are falling away are because they no longer match. And so if you're willing to let them fall into entropy, what will happen is as it falls away into entropy, something else emerges. It happens at the same time. And so that's why you want to choose peace in this. I choose peace. I choose peace. I allow for the grace so that as this is falling away, I'm going to stay in that energy and I'm going to notice. I'm going to be curious. I'm going to be open to what is rising up for me. What is opening and unfolding for me? Will I see that? So that is a big couple weeks for you guys, rolling fours. Let me know how that resonates for you. So curious. All right. Ruling fives, right? We're ruling fives. What karmic themes are rising up for you in service for you to break through? There's just one. Excuse me. Okay. Ruling five. I have to write it down to keep an eye and so I remember. Cross. Okay, ruling five. Let's try that again. There's a lot of energy that's moving. Oh my gosh. Try that again 3 times. Okay. One more. Okay. So ruling fives. So again, if you do not know your ruling number, please check out the link and you can get a free mini reading with your ruling number and a quick synopsis, and then come back and take a look at this, the reading, and I love your energy. So ruling fives, 8 of diamonds. Again, it's this, I'm just feeling the ruling five. Ruling fives, they just love to break free. Like they just love to stay out of the status quo. And so they love to go and play. They love to run in the breeze. They love to be out in nature. And what I'm seeing is what you're breaking through with the 8 of diamonds is doing the work, like doing the things. And so with the fives, what is it that you're avoiding? What is it that you are not paying attention to? What is it that you're not seeing in your life that doesn't match what it is that you want to experience? And so there's this distraction energy. Are you allowing, what you're breaking through is your allowance of being distracted by other people, by community, by what it is that you want to do, which is go out and play and experience the physical life. But what you're doing is you're putting all of that ahead of what you actually want to experience, which is your business or working with people in some sort of way, working in a hospital, doing these things, not taking any inspired action towards what you're actually dreaming. And so you're breaking through this idea of freedom is outside of me, not from within me. And so your action is to come in, you're being initiated. One, you could feel it in your body. You might be experiencing some physical ailments, which could be part of your distraction. But what's happening within your body and what you're wanting to experience is, I'm going to live my life fully. You're being initiated into living your life fully, living your life without the distraction outside of you that's stopping you from having what you want. And so I'm curious, ruling fives, what do you want to experience? Do you want to experience a flourishing business? And if that is the example, are you constantly pulling yourself back from deciding you have one or taking actions on behalf of it? Yeah. And so your action is to, I choose to live life fully through this body. So as I'm feeling more into you fives, it feels like you're bypassing your own physical body. And if you're bypassing your own body, it means that you're up here. And so if you're up here, because it's free up here, it's free in spirit, it's free to play up in spirit, you're actually bypassing the body, which is now self-betrayal, but at the same time, you're betraying yourself from having the physical experience, the whole experience here on planet Earth in the 3D. And so are you willing to do that? Are you willing to have what it is that you want? And as you take action on behalf of that, you start to deepen your own trust for yourself and for spirit, and for source, and for yourself and what you can actually experience here in this lifetime, this week, tomorrow. Yeah. And so there's a little bit that's going on, my curiosity, and I'll leave you with one question. Do you trust God? And we can use the word, whatever word you want to use, God, goddess, creator, universe. Do you trust? Or are you upset with God? Right? And if you are, then I'm going to invite you to be very curious about your own relationships with your parents. For brain game coaches, we know that is the parent mirror, right? So next, ruling sixes. Okay, what karmic themes are rising up in service to the ruling number sixes? Short and sweet. I know Fiona put 3 of clubs here. What you're breaking through is, when I feel the 3 of clubs, sometimes 3 of clubs can connote, or for me, it connotes the ego, and where the ego can hold us back from being our full expression. And the 3 of clubs is also the writer's card. And so the expression through, either we can channel through our hands into writing, into posts, into doing lives like this, into art, into expression. And so what I'm feeling with the ruling sixes, I'm getting dizzy. So I'm going to invite the ruling sixes to just take a deep breath and come back into the body. Where are you holding yourself back from your fullest expression? And when you take a look at your life, it's very similar to, where are you allowing others to make the decisions for you, including your own ego? And it's not to not be friends. It's not to kill off the ego, to be upset with the ego. It's to understand that the ego was created as part of our personality to help us keep us safe. But as we start to mature, our ego is no longer acting on behalf of us, because they're acting from our younger self. And so as we continue to mature, we still have these patterns that are within our own body that stop us from having the fulfillment of what we want to experience. And that includes your full expression. And so in this breaking through, in this willingness to express yourself fully, it will give you a deeper sense of what it is that you're dreaming to experience in this lifetime. Because your action is to focus, what do I want? Not what do others want for me? What do I want? And it feels as though for the ruling sixes that many of your dreams have shifted and changed in the last 4 to 6 months. And so it's this reassessment so that you can come into realignment with whatever it is that you're wanting to experience. And the result of that is choosing higher love, is choosing to value yourself, is letting go of other people's judgments to stop you from being you. You're no longer being held. You're no longer being held by a false premise or a distortion of I need to be the good girl or the nice girl in order to be loved. And so you're letting go of manipulation and control of others in order to achieve your dreams or to come into a deeper sense of clarity for what it is you want to experience. So I love that. Ruling sixes. Ooh. 5 of hearts, higher love. So good. Okay. Ruling sevens. What karmic theme is rising up in service for you to break through this week? Ruling sevens. Okay. So the ruling sevens are very much like the ruling fives when I'm feeling them, but they take, yeah. So the ruling sevens like to gallivant. That's the word I'm getting. And I'm seeing a lot of them just ride the horses. Like they're taking the horses and they're just going off to do the thing that they want to do. And so I'm feeling this frequency of black sheep. What you're breaking through is being the black sheep. The identification with being a black sheep, or the personification of being the black sheep, meaning that you have to resist and push and force in order to achieve what it is that you want. And so we've got the 8 of spades that's really coming into play with this. Are you willing to let go of the identification of that so that you can come into a deeper sense of who you are, the essence of you, the frequency that flows through you? It almost feels like there's this shattering of a mask that's happening for you, because that mask is false. With that mask comes chase, force, self-abuse, self-betrayal, self-annihilment. And so there's an opportunity here if you will just stop. Will you stop running away, come back into the body, so you can come to deeper clarity of what it is that you want to express in this world. And so there are multiple pathways. And so as I'm feeling some of you, there are some that part of the pattern in running away as the black sheep is that you're moving in the direction of what you want, but you're also not completing what it is that you want. So you're not allowing it to come into fruition and expand into more. And so your action this week is to come back into stillness, come back to you. Ask yourself, who am I? Come back into the body, notice your own nervous system, regulate your own nervous system, and pay attention to you and ask yourself, what is it that I want to express? How is it that I want to express? What is my desire? Because there are multiple pathways that are available for you, but you're so busy running away that you're not seeing. I'm seeing at least like 5 or 6 pathways that are available for you to go and play on so that you can actually bring that into your own experience. But it almost feels like you, in this energy of the black sheep, are creating these almost these they look like these little bridges or these little things that stop you from going down your path, but it's not even blocking the entire path. So you can actually go right around this little thing that's in the way. And so your mind is tripping you up, where you think that people are going to continue to judge you as the black sheep and continue to berate you, when at the same time there are many people that have changed that are in your life. And so come back into the body, come back into you, figure out what it is that you want, figure out what it is that you desire, so that you can actually experience a focus and bring that into fruition. Because there is one pathway, there are multiple pathways, but there is one that you truly desire, that is really lit up for you, that will start to bring you what it is that you want to experience. And I'm feeling for 7, like money. I want money. And so that's what I'm feeling there. So thank you, ruling 7s. Let me know how that resonates for you. Very cool. On to ruling 8s. All right. What karmic themes are rising up in service for the ruling 8s so that they may break through this karmic theme this week? Interesting. Right. So ruling 8s and King of Spades. So ruling 8s can get stuck. They can get stuck in these little ruts where they continue to flow into the same thought pattern, the same emotional pattern, the same kind of drama over and over and over again. And so much so that they become the master of that drama. They become the master of that story. Does that make sense? And so you're being invited to not move in this continuous circle or cycle of drama and pain. Notice where you have drama, pain, suffering in your life, where you continue to contribute to that with another or other people in your life, and actually move yourself up and out of the loop by choosing higher, choosing higher, choosing higher, choosing a higher experience, choosing peace, choosing what it is that you want to experience with other people. Because if you were to take a look at your life, how are you in relationship to yourself and with the other people in your life? Because that's a great indication. When I'm feeling into your body, it feels upset. There is upset in the body. And so there's a lot of emotions that are wanting to be released, a lot of grief that's wanting to be released, and addictive patterns. So this can create an addiction within your own body, within your own nervous system, so that you're actually calling in drama from others in order to get that hit in the body. So your action is to deepen your own value, to deepen your own sense of value within you. Value is an inside job. And so when you can begin to value your own essence, your own body, your nervous system, when you can begin to value that your emotions is just information, your thoughts are not you, when you come into value and let these energies flow through you, while choosing to value you so that you can have that mirrored back from the world and those around you, then that will start to change your physical experience, because your result is 8 of clubs. And so now you're coming into higher thinking. Now you're coming into, you're starting to move up that pathway. And as you move up that pathway, you can start to create new patterns, new thought patterns, new patterns of how you want to relate with others. But first, begin to value you. So pull back, assess your experience, begin to value you by choosing to do that, and then start to act on behalf of you. Start on behalf of that value, and love for self, of course. And so that is ruling 8. That is the karmic theme. Let's move on to ruling 9s. What karmic themes are rising up in service. What themes are rising up in service to you so that you may break through this week? All right. Ruling nines. Oh my goodness. Right. So ruling nines, you're really good at death, and now there's a little bit more. So this is the birth and re-death card, and it almost, as I'm feeling into your energy, it almost feels like everything is burning down, and it's interesting because I'm seeing it as the fires that are happening in the world, especially in Kelowna right now. So I'm seeing that you're actually experiencing possibly some physical experience of a death. Things are falling away. And whether or not you are in this experience, as you may possibly be experiencing this in your own life, in some aspect of your own life, whether that's in relationship, in your home. I'm kind of feeling like even car payments, which is interesting, like not able to afford a car, and so it being taken away. And so things are falling away. And so there's an invitation for you to let go of attachment, to be able to let things fall away, so that you can begin to trust that there are other possibilities, there are other things that are open for you. The Pluto, your action is 3 of diamonds. And so it's really, as I'm feeling this and this together, I'm feeling it as, I see it as like birds. Have you ever seen in the old cartoons where there's birds and the cartoon is dizzy, like Bugs Bunny is dizzy because there's all these birds that are flying up. And so it feels like you're really stuck up in your head, and you're stuck in the emotion of it. Like you're stuck in you're not in your body. And so you're running these stories over and over again of loss. And so the 3 of diamonds is this energy of, okay, bring this back into the body, bring this back into the heart. And so nines, Paula, I see your 9, come back into the body. And an invitation to notice when you are outside of the body, to notice when you're back in your mind, to notice when the mind is continually running, constantly running. Because when the mind, and when the quality of thought, because it feels like when your mind, and now I'm just tapping into you, when your mind goes on and on, the quality of many of your thoughts is, oh, I'm doing this wrong, and oh, I should be doing this, and oh, I didn't prepare my meal this way, and oh, I forgot to add this, and oh, I didn't take this supplement. And so there's this running away that's going on in your mind that's not in service to you. That running away in your mind is actually berating you. And so noticing how you're feeling when you're up here, when you're thinking and you get lost in thought, come back and just notice, how is my breath? Am I in my body? Tap back into the body. Come back into the heart. Open the heart so that you can begin to see that there are other things that are available. There are other opportunities that are available that you can't see because you're up there and you're dissociated from your own body. So again, it's this energy of bypassing the body. Which is very understandable with all of the frequency that is now moving through the planet, and a lot of the things that are happening in our physical experience, the world. So when you can come back into the body, ruling nines, and really collect your, come back into your own resonance and really pay attention to your nervous system, when you can come back into peace, then you can actually start to create the story or see the story that is available for you. This Jack of Clubs is an initiation. So it's this creation energy of, okay, I am now able to see these possibilities. I'm now able to see that there is more possible for me. And so I'm going to move in the direction wholly, fully in my body of what it is that I want. And every time I catch myself back up here where I'm in this cycle of hurting my own feelings, then I'm going to come back into my body. Yeah. So let me know how that resonates for you. I feel like a big one for you, ruling 9s. All right. Ruling 10. Got 2 more. And then we'll do some personal cards. Okay. Got 2 more. All right, ruling 10s. What karmic themes are rising up in service for you to break through? Oh, where? For you to break through this week. I knew that was. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So ruling 10s. Really curious about the ruling 10s. I feel like you got this last week, which is interesting. So the ruling 10s, they love to, feels very similar. They like to do the same thing over and over again, or they like to do new things. And so they want to go and they want to run track, and then they want to go and they want to play on the horses, and they want to go and they want to experience something else. And so they are constantly moving. They're constantly in movement of, oh, I love this. Like, that's so fun. Oh, I love soccer and that's so fun. And oh, I love swimming and that's so fun. But they never, or very rarely, bring things into fruition and stay with it in order for it to build momentum. And so imagine this is a little boy that's wanting to, that has the propensity or the ability to be a soccer star when he gets older. It's this little 10 that, oh, he wants to do swimming lessons, then he wants to do soccer lessons, then he wants to go basketball, then he wants to be a movie star, then he wants to do all these things when, there is an alignment to be a soccer star. So what do you want? You're breaking through this. What is it that you want to experience? And are you willing to allow yourself to have that experience, to have that dream is how I'm feeling it. And what is it that, are you willing to fall in love with it so deeply that you can build some devotion towards it? Your action is to let all other things fall away. And so again, it's this energy of death that's happening. And it's, when I feel the ruling 10s, they have so many things under their belt that they're being invited to let go of the things that are under their belt, to almost let go of some of the things that they've focused on so that they can slim it down and create more of a focus. The result is the mastery of the thing that they want in the physical experience. And so whether that leads to wealth, whether that leads to a man is possible as well. Or a partner, I want to say, but I'm going to say man because it's a King of Diamonds. You get to come into mastery for the thing that you love. And it's a journey. And so will you allow yourself to have the journey to that one dream that you've always had? How fun is that? Very similar last week. So if you're ruling 10 and you're watching this, I'm going to invite you to check out ruling 10 last week. It's very similar. Okay. Ruling 11. What karmic themes are rising up? What karmic themes are rising up in service for you to break through this week? Dropped. Yep. I'm going to keep that. Okay. Two clubs. So this is, I'm just feeling in. Wow. Okay. You're breaking through the understanding of truth. You're breaking through the understanding of integrity. And so this is really being mirrored to you so that you can come to understand what is a lie. So that you can understand a deeper sense of what is a lie, because when you can see the outside of what is a lie, you can deeper understand what is true for you. So you're kind of going a backwards outside in, because it's going to be mirrored by your community, by your lover, by your friends, by your family. There's this interesting Yeah, in alignment with the Six of Clubs. And so it's a very karmic time for you to experience your relationships, how you're communicating. On Wednesday, we're also moving into Mercury retrograde. So I'd pay attention to who's coming back into your life. Many times people from our past come back into our life to help us break through these things. So you're going to understand a deeper sense of withholding. Are you withholding information, or other people withholding information from you in order that they don't hurt your feelings, but that piece of information is important? Does that make sense? So it's like dating someone, but that person isn't telling you that they're seeing somebody else. So because they don't want to hurt your feelings, but that not telling you that piece of information, that important piece of information, that withholding, is because they don't want to change the relationship that they have with you. Or just blatantly being dishonest about certain things. And so you're going to understand a deeper sense of the nuance of relationship, the nuance of honesty, so that you can come into, this is all in service for you, so that you can come to the truth of what you want, of who you are. And so in doing that and in making choices, this is what I want to experience. I want to be in integrous relationships or not. It's all your choice, whatever that choice is. But I'm going to imagine that if you're watching this, you're going to choose integrity. I choose to have integrous relationships that have beautiful communication and honesty. You begin to receive the fulfillment of that because you're coming into a deeper sense of the truth of what you want, of who you are. And so the world starts to show that back to you as a blessing. So yeah, ruling 11s. Let me know how that resonates for you. That's a big week. It feels like a big week for everyone. All right. So that is everyone, all the ruling numbers. Okay. Let's pull some cards. And so I'm going to scroll back up because I know I received one early. So, hello, I'd like to ask if you see me finding a more abundant and joyful job very soon, please. I am at a temp job and there are some aspects of which I don't really like. Okay, so the cards I am not a fortune teller. I can tell you the energy that's supporting you in getting a new job. But to tell you outright whether or not you're going to is only based on this one moment in time. Because in this one moment in time, it can say yes. But if you're not putting out any resumes, if you're not, buying the lotto ticket, if you're not doing any of the things, then it's not in service. So let's shift the question to, are there possibilities for other jobs out there that are available for me? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So 6 of Spades. So when you take a look at your life and are you inspired to actually look for another job? It's always going to come back to you. You are the chooser of your experience. You are the chooser of whether or not you're going to get a job. But in order to get a job, it begins with a choice first. Are you waiting for life to happen to you in order for you to be told that there is a job out there for you? Meaning, are you waiting for someone to say, hey, I have a job opportunity for you, rather than you making a choice? To decide is what allows for the universe, God, source, to know what it is that you want to experience. And so will you choose it? When you look around, there are opportunities that are available for you. There are positions that are available for you. If you're open to seeing them and going wherever you are inspired. It's interesting because I'm looking at as want ads. So I'm actually seeing it like an old school newspaper that has want ads that are available. Am I seeing through your eyes or? And I'm looking through your eyes at these want ads, and you're like crossing things off, but it almost looks like you're looking for things that are easy. And when I say easy, easy jobs, easy pickings. And so you're continually choosing the same kind of jobs over and over again, ones that don't serve you with aspects that you don't like. Your action is to actually choose what it is that you want. I want a job that fulfills these needs. I want it to have coworkers that are fun. I want it to be a place where I'm learning every single day. I want it to be a place where my boss is easy and light and fun. I choose to get a job that is whatever, fun, playful, easy, pays a lot of money, values me, so that you can start to direct the energy. And once you do that, your result is you're actually choosing higher love, because now you're directing what it is that you want to experience. You're the director, right? So if you were the conductor of your life and you're moving this frequency, you're moving this frequency through your body, you're the conductor. By choosing what you want to experience, you're actually choosing yourself in this experience. And so there are jobs available, but choose what you want. Be more direct in what you want to experience, so that you can receive a higher love for you, higher value for you, and possibly the position that you're looking for. Yeah, I'm seeing 3 weeks, so I would begin looking and playing in that energy, and playing in and raising your own value is what I'm feeling. Raise your own value. Let me know how that resonates. Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay, Stephanie. Hello. I would love cards, please. I took your advice after the last reading and had a wonderful conversation with kids. Ah, yay. Also, a lot of realization this week with allowing the universe to support me and not fighting hard for money. I love that. All right. So, what are you breaking through this week? All your cards say keep going. So 6 of diamonds, as it's paying attention. So as I'm feeling it, it's beautiful. You took this action, and I know that you spoke to money in the last on Friday. And so are you being triggered when you open up your bank account, or when you open up a bill? Are you getting triggered by the outside? And is that now triggering your value, or, oh my God, I can't do it? Or what are your thoughts with this? Because this is what you're breaking through. You're breaking through your attachment to money means this about me, which we all know is bullshit. So your action this week is 7 of clubs, which is a deeper sense of trust. I'm going to leap into trusting me. And of course, in trusting me, trusting what is available for me. And so this is an inner job for you to trust, to land into trust, to hear your intuition, to take inspired leaps, to take inspired actions. And then a result is a letting go of this pattern. And so I love that. I'm very curious to how that goes with the ruling 8 card pulls. I'm not remembering that in this moment, but this cuts the threads of this pattern, which is very cool. And so it's an opportunity to choose peace, to be at peace when you pay attention to the outside manifestations of your bills and the whatever those are. All right. Fiona, I'm not sure if you're asking a question. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see. I'll have to scroll down. Okay, so I would love a card. I have been feeling tired and sleepy. Does my body need this? Is it because I'm processing something? Or is the worry of the fires and which direction to go to? Yeah. I was going to say, the message I'm hearing is, doesn't matter what it is, which is the Three of Diamonds. You're creating this anxiety within your own body, which is creating more of this tired and sleepy. My curiosity for you is, are you afraid of making a decision? Are you afraid of making a decision of what to do or which direction to go in? And is that what you're breaking through? This self-authority. And so really just feel into that. I just got dizzy. So feel into that and see, is that the pattern? And so we're just moving some energy, because instead of getting distracted and getting out there and being with your dog and doing the things and going to get a beautiful coffee and going to do all this other stuff that distracts you from being the authority and making a decision, you can't, because there's fires around you. So this is what you're breaking through, the willingness to decide, even though you're seeing all of these things, so that you can start to, it's as you assess. So your opportunity or your action this week, now in this moment, is to pull back and to take an assessment of what is happening around you. As you're looking at what is happening around you while staying in the body. So you're playing in the observer energy, right? You're in your body, you're pulling back to observe what's happening around me. What feedback am I receiving? As you're receiving this feedback, now you get to start processing, okay, which direction do I want to go in? So you're receiving all of this feedback. You're being invited, get back up, high up here, observe what's happening around you. You can go and you can observe the news. And I feel like you're receiving other bits of information outside of those resources, so that you can make a choice. Make a choice not in from a place of not worry, right? Because you're in observer and you're in your body. So pay attention to your own nervous system. It feels like you're coming into this mastery of your own nervous system within your own body. So as you do that, your result is a deeper sense of your intuition, receiving the insights, the information that you require or desire in order for you to go. Right here, I'm feeling a hypervigilance of, I need to be safe. I need to make the right choice. I need to do this. I can't steer us wrong. There's a bit of fear. Come back into the body and make it from all of you and receive the insights so that you can move in the direction that you are meant to go in, or that you are being inspired to go in. Yeah. Awesome. Yes. I see you, Fiona. There you are. Okay. I'm feeling movements inside of me, like I'm ready to launch myself. I would love a couple of cards if you have some time. Absolutely. Ready to launch. Excuse me. Right. So I'm not feeling this as a karmic theme. I know that we pulled some cards, but it does feel connected to the cards that we pulled for you on Friday, because it's the Two of Spades. And so as you come to a deeper sense of you in your body, so embodied, connected to spirit. Yeah. It's a reminder. Be fully embodied, connected to spirit. Focus on what it is that you're doing in the world, in service to the world, so that you can start to receive the nurturance, the results of the service that you're moving out into the world, the love back, from a place of not being attached. And so I love this as feedback for you. Go do the thing. Just be in spirit. Remember to be in spirit, inspired in every action, and to move out your love and nurturance into the world, to move your service out into the world so that it can begin to create this convergence back to you. So good. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Awesome. Hello, Samantha. Awesome. I love that. All right. That is awesome. I don't know if I'm missing anyone. All right. Happy Monday, everyone. Okay. Oh, I want to hide that comment. Okay. So if I didn't pull a card for you, I love that it resonates, everyone. I want you to check back and watch the recording, check it out based on your ruling number, see how that resonates for you. We pulled for the karmic themes that are rising up to be cleared or to be broken through this week. And if you don't know your ruling number, please check out the link. If you love these cards and you want to begin to channel them, to understand them more deeply, we have a playing card certification that begins the end of August. It's a 6-week journey. I would love for you to join us. And if you are curious and want to dive deeper into your numbers, I would love to connect with you. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a while since I've done this live, so I loved being here with all of you, and have an amazing week. And let me know how the week goes. I'll be curious to see, because it feels as though all of you are breaking through just like that, which I absolutely love. Have an amazing week. So much love, and I will see you in the spaces. Bye for now.